What's good? It's your boy Tad Money, and today I'm gonna talk about the virtual plane. Like the virtual plane is similar to the astral planes, but the virtual plane deals with the metaverse, and the astral planes deal with the spirit realm. So when it really comes down to it, the virtual plane means one of many, many metaverses. Like it's gonna be multitude of metaverses that's gonna be created in the next couple of decades, and it's going to be a whole multitude of metaverses that people can interact with and become part of the world and move between worlds or just move between worlds as they want to. Like, for example, you can move from the Apple metaverse to the Google metaverse or from the Google metaverse to the Microsoft metaverse and to Facebook metaverse. The metaverse is going to be similar to the real world, where basically it's going to be part of our lives. It's going to be part of our everyday living. It's gonna be part of our everyday interaction. You know what I mean? So when it really comes down to it, though, the metaverse is basically is gonna be a whole new economy, a whole new world. Basically, a world that Lucifer himself is in control of. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Like the world we live in now is Yahweh's world. Yahweh created this world. I mean, I'm going to acknowledge that. But when it comes to the metaverse, it's a world that not only Lucifer is in control of, but many men that's in power, is in control of, and whole nine yards. So when it comes to the virtual plane, yes, it's controlled by big companies and stuff because they're the ones, we the ones might create things in the metaverse, but they're the ones that benefiting from the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna don't get me wrong, it's technology. You know what I mean? So when it comes, and also it's the next era of internet. So just like how Google, Apple, and all these other the technology companies that dominate the internet of things, you know what I'm saying, it just tell you that the metaverse is going to be a digital environment, but it's going to become an environment to where you can become, anything that you desire to become, anything that you dream of becoming. You know what I'm saying? Whole nine yards. Like when it really comes down to it, the metaverse is going to be multitude of them, but all of them is going to be connected. Just like the movie Ready Player One with the Oasis, like Minecraft, all these other worlds, all of them were connected at one point. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not going to be like the Oasis. Let me tell you this. So I know in the movie Oasis, you know what I'm saying? First of all, don't give out your identity if you're in the metaverse. It's all about role play. If you know about role play, you know what I'm saying? It's all about you creating your own story within the metaverse, whoever you create your story with in the metaverse. But it's all about creating your own story and living your life in the metaverse and not in the physical world. Like whatever you have in the metaverse, you know what I'm saying, just leave it in the metaverse and not bring it to the physical world. No matter who you fall in love with, no matter who you friends with, you know what I'm saying, they can be the best girlfriends or the best boyfriends or the best friends in any way you want to put it, but when it really comes down to it, when it comes to the metaverse, living in the fifth and fourth dimension, it's why I call the metaverse the fourth and fifth dimension of our reality and also of our consciousness once we get brain implants and chips in our bodies to help us be fully immersed in the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I'm supportive of it. You know what I'm saying? I support the idea of an Xbox metaverse, which is why I'm writing a book about Xbox and to talking about the Xbox metaverse. But also after that book, then I'm gonna get into the virtual reality, spirituality of the metaverse. What I'm gonna bring it to the table when it comes to creating our own religions, creating our own occults, creating our own anything within the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? Having a role playing full experience. So basically what I'm trying to let y'all know is that when it really comes down to it, the virtual plane is one of many, many metaverses, and the virtual plane is going to be next to the astral planes, but it's going to be more dominant than the astral planes. It's hard to get access in the astral planes unless you astral project or lucid dream. But it's hard to do things like that if you're taking toxins in your body and you're not being fully healthy or taking care of yourself right. And that's what's going on with me. I'm still smoking cigarettes. I'm still eating fast food. I don't eat fruits and vegetables that much. But when it really comes down to it, though, when it comes to the virtual plane, it's gonna be more populated than the astral plane. Even though the astral plane is populated by spirits. But what's going to happen is that the astral plane and the virtual plane is going to mingle with each other once the virtual plane creates a stimulated stimulated universe, multitude of universes, but stimulated universe to where it can be connected to the astral planes. It's possible it can be that way. I mean, they're already working on technology to open up dimensions and stuff, but when it comes to the metaverse, that's when the whole new dimension is open. That's the fourth and fifth dimension. The metaverse is the fourth and fifth dimension, you know what I mean? And all of us is going to be technological and be fully technologically advanced or virtually advanced in the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one thing I'm trying to say. So the virtual plane, the astral planes is going to connect with each other. It is going to, you know what I'm saying, create something that's going to build mixed realities here in this world. But you know, that's one thing I want to say though is that's one thing I want to put out there. Like when it come down to it though, I'd rather become of the metaverse than become of this world. This world don't got nothing for me. Like I said, I didn't choose this look. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't find myself attractive. Like I said, I'm not a narcissist. I would never be a narcissist. You know, I can't even stand looking at myself in the mirror. But having this metaverse though, having this metaverse being created and having this metaverse come into existence, that's a dream come true. And I just can't wait to experience and live out my fantasies and dreams within that metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one thing I'm trying to let y'all know is that yes, I am obsessed with the metaverse because since I was a kid, I always dreamed of living in the video game world. I mean, I'm just being honest. I always dreamed of living in the video game world. You know what I mean? And now it's coming true now. Even though I'm in my 30s, but it's coming true. And also, I got a foot in the door to where I can represent the metaverse as a philosopher and as a person that can that can shape the metaverse in all of its aspects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've been playing video games since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I always been obsessed with video games. I always been obsessed living in the virtual world ever since I was a kid. I mean, I did play Second Life before, whole 9 yards, but now it's about to get serious. Cryptocurrency is about to be added, NFTs about to be added, so blockchains and all that. It's all going to be added into the metaverse, and that means the metaverse is going to be playing an important role in our lives. It's going to play a very important role in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Just wait until the graphics get enhanced. Once the graphics are enhanced in the metaverse, especially with Meta and all the other alphabet soups, that they are definitely gonna make it realistic. You know what I'm saying? Just like in Ready Player One, those graphics can come true. You know, you just got to give them time because it's still in research and stuff. They're still researching the realistic graphics and trying to study as much as they can. So this your boy Time Money. I'm finna sign off, and that's all I want to say. So basically, the virtual plane is one of many, many metaverses, just like the astral planes is one of many, many realms. You know what I'm saying? Many realms within the astral planes, and there are many metaverses within the virtual planes. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the virtual plane, that's where we're all gonna live our dreams and fantasies. That's where all of us can do whatever we want to do, and that's what it really comes down to. So when it comes down to it, I'm gonna shape the metaverse. You feel me? I'm gonna be the Lord Maitreya of the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the Jesus Christ of the metaverse, where however you want to put it, man. Cause now I'm really focused on the metaverse, and now I'm really focused on, you know, giving myself to the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one thing I want to say. And that's how it comes. That's what it comes down to too. So, it's your boy Time Money.